Okay, everyone. Hi, it's me, C.A Salman, back for another episode. I already put the first episode on YouTube, but it's 40 minutes long, and now it's 10 minutes, and that kind of sucks because they took 30 minutes off. So now I kind of have to reintroduce myself, and because I don't even know what I said in the first episode. So I am C.A Salman. I'm the author of the King's Trilogy. It's a trilogy that's in the works still. The first one's already out. It's published on CreateSpace. If you want to go to Amazon, or you can just look it up online. The King of Byron by C.A Salman. Get it on Amazon, or if, just look it up. Do whatever you want. I've gotten a lot of good reviews back, so I didn't think I would, because I thought everyone would hate it. I guess it's kind of like what every author thinks is no one's going to like their book and everyone's going to hate it. But so far I've gotten a lot of good reviews. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's really good, it's really interesting. I can't wait for the second one to come out. My best friend is ready to kill me if the second book does not come out in 24 hours, which it won't. Because my mom's reading it, and then I have some more people that are going to read it and edit it for me, and then I'm going to fix it, and then I gotta get everything put together, and then it'll get published. If you've listened to the first episode, I am working on the third book currently. I'm almost 300 pages. Almost 300. I'm halfway there. So, almost 300 pages, and I'm still not really halfway done with what I want. So I'm thinking it's going to be a really long book, or I'm going to have to put it into 2 parts, which hopefully I don't want to do, because then I have to change everything. So, hopefully, there's not a lot of, to update on, really. I mean, I know I promised to be doing these every week, but I've just been so busy this past month trying to figure out. And I just, got back home, and I'm trying to put everything back together, getting ready. I have so much to do. It's kind of after I'm done with the trilogy, as I've said in the first episode. I don't know if they cut that off or not, but I have started 4 more books, and it's kind of I want to be done with this. I mean, it's not I'm tired of writing about the King of Byron and doing this series. It's just you've been doing it for so long, you kind of want to leave. Because I did the first book took me 4 years to write. I was 10 years old. I finally got it published. And, it took me a really long time to write. And I'm it's taking forever. And the second one took me 4 months. It took me the entire summer. I was just zoom, Because for me, a lot of authors will say, oh, you need months and months to get all the characters together, write out rough drafts. I just say, you have an idea, go for it. That's what I did. I don't write rough drafts. I don't, do anything like that. What's there is there. And I'll change it. I'll mess around with it until I find what I like. But, I don't take months to prepare. I just write, I think that's really what it's about, is you just write. There's no preparing. There's no, 10 rough drafts of the story. Trust me, I tried that with the first one, and I just, completely scratched everything. I forgot what I even wrote about. So when I was looking at, the characters and the synopsis of what was going to happen, I'm how did I get off track? So I found that rough draft doesn't really work for me. I know that a lot of my teachers are frustrated with me because they're Clarissa, why don't you write rough drafts? I'm because why do that when you already have the idea in your head, the perfect idea? I know they say there's no idea. There's no such thing as a good idea, but I don't think so. So my mom's in the middle of reading. I was going to say writing, but she's not writing. Reading the second one. She's halfway done. I still have to print out 40 more pages for her, and that's the end of the story. And then it's going to go to some, couple people they're experts. Well, I shouldn't say experts, but they're really good at what they do. And because, moms are good at heart, but sometimes they don't do the perfect job. But that's okay. She likes it. She loves it. What should I say? So, trying to think what else is going on. Not much really. Just, usual writing, doing all sorts of stuff. I've come up with 10 more ideas. It's like my mind is a constant thinking machine. It's always thinking of new ideas. And then to go along with this, a lot of you probably read the Twilight series, Twilight Saga, whatever, and Eclipse just came out last night, so today, really. But Stephenie Meyer just came out with a new book, which is called The Second Short Life of Bree Tanner. And Bree Tanner, she's a vampire. Victoria made her. So it's kind of like a little spoiler. But in the third book, when Victoria gets her army of vampires to go kill Bella, I mean, come on, this has taken quite a while. She turns this girl named Bree Tanner, who really isn't a main character. She kind of has nothing to do with the plot, other than Stephenie Meyer thought she was interesting and decided to write a story of how she became a vampire. And for me, that's cool and all, but after a while, you have to come up with something new. You have to come up with something fresh. And I get it that she's Stephenie Meyer is trying to keep the series going, trying to keep it alive. But, at one point you have to kind of just, all right, this is enough. We have to, go write another story that does not involve Edward or Bella or anything like that. She did do that with The Host, which is not as popular. I did read that. I liked it. I heard they were going to make a movie about it. I thought it was a good book. Kind of weird in some parts, but I thought it was Stephenie Meyer. You could really tell it was her. So, for me, I'm always thinking of new ideas, just trying to give the audience something new, because if you stick with one thing for so long, it's kind of like you can't do anything else. It's like acting. If you do a part for so long, you get stuck with that. And I really don't want to be stuck with that. Another thing, saw the Harry Potter trailer. It looks really good. Some parts look accurate, some parts don't, but of course that's not a surprise. It does look really cool. Of course I'm going to go see it. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I was 8. I don't know, 1999. I think it was when the first book came out. I can't remember. I was 3 then, but, my parents were Harry Potter, fantasy. I think that was the first fantasy book I ever read, and that's when I got totally into fantasy, die-hard fantasy geek. I know. Just, that's me. My friend's a vampire goth geek. We're kind of fantasy, but, not really. I still, read a lot about vampires. I did start 2 vampire books. Actually 1, but I have another one in my head. So I'm very excited. I started a werewolf one. I'm very excited about that one. I think that's really cool. People are going to like that. What else have I started? I started a prequel to the trilogy I'm writing now, the King's Trilogy, as a lot of you know. So that's going to be good. Running out of time here. I have a minute left until 10 minutes until YouTube's oh, this is enough. So that really sucks about the first episode. But, so anyway, go on Amazon or look it up on YouTube, King of Byron by C.A. Salman. Hopefully you'll get some stuff. If not, just go on Amazon. Amazon knows. Amazon always knows. But, you buy it. I guarantee if you can get through this one, you will really love the second and third one. Just get through the first one. It's a little iffy. Not perfect, not the perfect book, but I can guarantee you the second and third one are just awesome. So go out and buy books. So, alright, see you people.